MTN SME Hub. Link to growth, link to success, link to the ultimate resource for business advice and insights.
Welcome back to the Big Small Business Show. In studio with us today, we've got Claude Pedro. He's the founder and CEO of CSP, and we're talking about how his business almost collapsed when he had a, let's call it a health emergency or something that he had to deal with, and came back to a business that was in big trouble and has had to rebuild that business. So business is based on sales. What percentage of all your clients are sourced by you?
Currently, majority of them, the 3 of the new staff that we've got are salespeople.
Okay, so as we stand right now, is it 100% all your clients?
Pretty much, yes.
Okay. And what percentage of your clients are serviced by you? In other words, you go to see them from a, let's call it a sales maintenance perspective.
It's a large percentage of the solar clients that we've had were residential clients. So that's not as, it's more of a ad hoc basis. On the managed IT services, quite frequently, when I had the time to, I used to go once a month to go and visit all my customers. Obviously time is not, doesn't give me that luxury. But the bigger ones, we definitely at least once a month to try and keep relationship. And
So if you talk about the 80-20 rule, 80% of your revenue coming from these big guys, or thereabout, would you say it's fair to say that 100% of the bigger clients know you and are expecting you to arrive to service them? And if there's a trouble, they pick up the phone and say, Pedro.
It was something difficult to get. We literally printed mouse pads with our support desk information on there. Yeah. A lot of the clients have got to the point where they prefer dealing with Lauren because it's much more efficient as opposed to phoning me to phone the team and activate whichever team is necessary. So it was something we struggled with during the last year, and we come up with ways and means to try and fast track that.
That's good. And I know it's a weird question, but of all your clients, how many know who Pedro is?
Personally, or
yes, they know. How many have met you?
Not personally. I'm very open. I've got a great relationship with a lot of my clients.
But even over the phone or over Teams?
A fair amount of them. A lot of our bigger clients have been established client relationships that I've had pre-CSP, who followed me around and know me better than, not so personal level. They'll come and have a beer with me. Yeah. Some of them would, but I don't know if that answers your question.
Yeah, okay. So I was just looking at watching the clip. You're in it's security. Is it cybersecurity?
Yes, that forms part of the IT side.
IT, and then the solar. So what was the thinking between the split? Why those two? Why solar and IT? Yeah.
So the whole idea was to give, and the reason why I started CSP was to give our clients a partner who can give them the best possible option on the market, but also can support them properly. That was one of the things that was quite a common occurrence at the previous companies where I was. And everything we do now, I mean, the products we use, the services we offer, if we can't support it in-house, because the S actually stands for physical security, which it was in the beginning, and it's no longer because we cannot. I don't have a technician on my payroll that can go and service if you have a problem with your security. So that's the whole reasoning behind it.
So there was like alarms.
Yes, yeah. Okay. CCTV, biometrics, those kind of systems. We did do a few of them in the beginning. Yeah. But due to the reliance on outsourced people, where you'll know things go wrong when you rely on other people. Yeah. So managed IT and managed power solutions, we do it in-house with our teams that I can provide and say to you, Allon, you know what, no problem. We'll be able to support you, and I know we can for however long we're in existence for.
Okay. And are you wanting to grow this? I mean, you want to grow this?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
You spoke about service levels. You kept talking about service levels. Well, just what do you mean by that when you say service levels? What's your definition? If I say, like, what do you mean you're going to give me good service? What does that mean?
So service is very closely, it's two aspects, is the time to respond. So as a rule of thumb, just at the moment, we don't do a solution outside of an hour of Joburg, because if you've got a problem with your power solution or your IT, you are hurting. Your business is losing money. I need to be able to make sure that I can get a resource out to you as quickly as possible. But also in tandem, it comes with the products that we use. We had horror stories in the beginning where we used any kind of equipment that was available based on a financial requirement. The after-sale support was a disaster because you don't have the correct distribution channels to follow when you have a problem. So between the two of them, I need my clients to know that they can phone. We're going to answer the phone firstly, and we're going to have them resolved within an acceptable period of time. And that differs between the types of clients based on the criticalness, or whatever the right word is, of the service that we're offering.
Okay. And I asked you if you wanted to grow this. I'm not asking you if you've got a vision statement, because if you go to your website, you might have that, or you might have gone on a course and been told that's important. But have you got a documented vision about what you want to achieve over the next 5 years, let's say?
No, to be honest, no, not documented.
And does that image of what you want to achieve live in your head?
All the time.
All the time?
Yeah.
Okay. And the question around being autonomous, the main question here is to be the business to be autonomous. What is that end state? Is that you sitting on a beach somewhere and the business just running completely independently of you, or is it a degree of there's not as much reliance on you, so you're not in the center of everything? Where does autonomy lie in a scale?
It would be amazing to be able to sit on the beach and life to continue. But my idea is more towards the second point that you made, where there's not that much reliance. I would like to work on the business, not in the business, so that we can be at the forefront of technology. Both industries that we work in are constantly changing. So I'd like to be at the forefront of strategizing, getting new partnerships with better products, all to benefit our customers and to enhance how we do it and become more efficient, but definitely less reliance. With the ability to sit on the beach, that would be amazing.
All right, I think I've got enough, Claude. We're going to take a break now. When we come back, I'm going to give some things to think about to Claude. Stay tuned.
MTN SME Hub, link to business success.